Hello, frienditos. I finally did it. I watched Life After Lockup. I had a whole week off of school and work. It was freaking amazing. So I got to kind of catch up on some TV. Sorry, my water bottle's falling over. I got to catch up on some TV, and I watched Life After Lockup. If you are looking for a place to watch it, lifetime.com has it for free, but I think you can only watch, I don't think you can watch the first 2 episodes. I think like once a new episode releases, one more locks, unless you have like a login to TV, I guess, like the network. But guys, I had so many thoughts while I'm watching this. Where should I even start? I'll start with, this person's going like 50 miles on the freeway. It's driving me crazy. We'll start with Ryan. Okay, guys. Ryan gets a lot of hate, and I can see the hate. I understand some of the hate. But on the other hand, to me, watching this, like, people are like, oh, he's a controlling husband. He's such an ass. I can kind of see where that's coming from, but I see it from a completely different standpoint. I see it as a man who is madly in love with this woman, but who's also, like, super insecure with himself. And my stupid thing's falling. I'm sorry. It's just gonna keep falling, but it's fine. I understand him. I think maybe that's part of it, is like, I come from a standpoint of always being very insecure with myself and thinking that no one's ever gonna like me for who I am. And as much as he can say he knows he's awesome, and he might, but guys, I just see a big grown man who is just so insecure, and he's so scared of losing this woman who he is madly in love with, most likely. Some people have said it's like, oh, it's for the money. Maybe it's for the money, maybe it's for the fame. But my neck is killing me. I don't see a ton of that. I can see it. I guess I can see it. But some people were getting mad at him for saying, oh, well, go be with Ken, go be with Ken, go be with Ken. Yeah, it's freaking immature for him to say stuff like that. But has anyone been in a relationship before where their significant other is clearly in love with someone else, and all you want to do is for them to let go of that person to give you a solid chance? I have, and it's not fun. I'm going to go do someone's hair right now after school, and I needed some caffeine. So I don't know. I really tried watching it from every standpoint. Ken's, Ryan's, and Gypsy's, and the parents, honestly. Meaning Rod and Christy. I think it's Christy. For some reason I was blanking on if it was Christy or Kristen. I think, okay, one at a time. Stay with Ryan. So I feel like Ryan is very much just, I love this girl. What if when she gets out, I'm not who she thought I would be, and she doesn't like me anymore, but I've already spent, 2 or 3 years in this relationship, and now we're legally married, and we're starting a family together. He, like, took time off of his job to go, like, have this, I wouldn't call it a honeymoon because she couldn't, but this time with her when she first got out, to be able to, like, hang out with her and stuff. So I don't know, guys. There's certain things on social media that I see from him, and I don't question his motives, though. I feel like a lot of people see his social medias and really question his intentions. I don't. I really just honestly think, and this is my opinion, I think he is just a self-conscious dude. And again, he can deny it all he wants, but I think that's probably the heart of it, is he's just this self-conscious dude who fell in love with a girl off her mother. As odd as that is, maybe he just thought, oh, well, she's kind of crazy, she has to love me. Okay, I'm sorry, that was terrible, but maybe that's that situation. But I think he's mad, of course. Wouldn't you be if your ex-girl, or if your wife left you for the ex that she swore was not a problem? I would be. I'd be really mad. I'd be upset. I'd be hurt. I'd be a little pissed off. I don't know what else I can say about Ryan. There was a lot of different things that, like, I just watched. I think the last episode that came out, where they go on this date, and she's like, can we not talk about this in front of the cameras? Like, you just always want to talk on camera, which, you're on a reality show. Hello. Cameras are going to be there, and yeah, you're going to have some of these tough conversations in front of the camera. I don't know. So anyways, my heart hurts for Ryan, because I do genuinely believe he is just really hurt, and he can put on this tough guy, mean act, but I think he's just hurt, and I think he's just upset. Okay, done with Ryan. Moving on. You know me, I'm ADHD. I'm going to go back to Ryan at some point, but now, moving on from Ryan. I'm going to do like a short little one on her family. So Christy, Rod, and Nia, I think, is the stepsister. That's the first yawn of the video. That's not too bad. Christy's crazy, guys. Christy, I don't even know what I can say about Christy. I really like Rod. I think he's a solid dude. I think he has a lot of guilt and is trying to make up for that guilt in the best way he can, but also trying not to dwell on the past and just trying to be a good father now. Nia seems like Mia? Maybe Mia with an M, not an N. She seems like a great sister. She's like, I just want to be here for her. I want to be that best friend that she can talk to. She's talking about hard things like Plan B and pregnancy and all that kind of stuff. Christy. Oh, Christy. If I had a mother-in-law who was encouraging my wife to talk to her ex, who is still in love with her, possibly, and still wants to be with her, I'd be a little pissed off too. Now, some of the things that Ryan, someone called me out in the last video. I said Ryan instead of Ken, or Ken instead of Ryan. Guys, they're both very generic names. I'm sorry. They're just similar. So Ryan said some things that he shouldn't have, I feel like, about Rod and Christy, like saying, I just want my wife, I just want to hang out with you. I understand it, but that's the one thing I didn't agree with Ryan on. It's her family, dude. Like, I get having FOMO, I get feeling left out when she's hanging out with her family, but that's so immature to me. And why are there so many? Oh my god. I don't know. That was my one thing that I was like, really, Ryan? That's the sword you're gonna fall on, okay. But I don't agree with a lot of Christy's stuff. I don't agree. I mean, she can be friends with Ken, whatever, that's like to each their own. But for her to bring it into the relationship and blah, 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 I don't necessarily agree with that part. Okay. I jinxed myself. Should I do Gypsy or Ken? I'm gonna do Gypsy. This little naive girl, man, I feel like some of the things she says are so, oh, sweetheart, like you don't know what the real world is. But then other things, she sounds very mature. So she's kind of an interesting thing to me, obviously, because I've been obsessed with her since she got sentenced. Anyways, there was one thing that she was talking about Ryan and saying, oh yeah, that's a red flag. I know it's a red flag. Like, she understands those kind of things, and like, she's doing better. And she said, you know, the second I feel controlled, I'm out. I'm divorced. Like, I'm not doing that again. And she has a lot of understanding of her triggers. And I hate that word, but it's what the word is. She has a lot of understanding of, oh, you're doing this and that makes me feel really off because that's what my mom used to do, which is very mature. And that's how you can tell she's done some therapy, if not a ton. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. So I don't know. She wants to be grown up. She wants to be a 30-year-old woman. And 30-something. I don't think she's exactly 30. But she wants to be trusted. She wants to be an adult. And I feel for her in that, because, like, when they're talking about getting a dog, she's like, Ryan, you're treating me like I'm a child, saying, oh, well, you know, it's a big responsibility. She knows. But she feels like she's ready. Is she? I don't know, guys. But as you guys have seen in my videos, she's pregnant. So ready or not, here it comes. She's going to have to be ready. But little things like that, I don't think she has a full understanding and a full grasp of what it means to be fully on her own and fully an adult, paying bills, going to a job, all of that kind of stuff. She doesn't, and she won't for a while because she's still on probation. So I don't believe she can live on her own, but I don't know that part. I know there are rules to where she lives, but I don't know if she's allowed to live on her own. So I don't know. I have yet to kind of figure out my feelings towards her, because part of me thinks that she still plays the victim a little bit, and part of me feels like she is growing up, which I think she is, but does she still play the victim sometimes? Yeah, I think so. I think, if we're being honest, everyone has a little bit of that. I don't think it's just her. But I do feel like she is genuinely trying to understand what happened to her, trying to move on, trying to get therapy so that it doesn't affect the rest of her life. And I think that's part of it, is she just wants to get over it. Like, she's like, I don't want to be remembered or recognized as the girl who killed her mom, which is totally fair. But she did, and she has to understand that that's what got her a platform. And what got her a platform was doing all of these interviews in prison. Her case blew up in 2015, 14, and that's how she got here. So whether or not she wanted it, she kind of brought it on by doing those interviews while she was a kid. A kid meaning she was like 23-ish, I believe. 24 maybe when she got arrested. So like, I get it, but also you kind of put yourself there. Okay, now last but least, I'm gonna say last but least, Ken. I don't like Ken. I think Ken is a snake. I think Ken has ulterior motives. I think Ken is using her. Guys, I don't like anything about him. I think just watching the interview that he did on, I want to say it was episode 5 or 6, it was so sketchy and so shady. Like, it was making me cringe while I was watching it. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing genuine about him. He broke up with her, supposedly, because he wanted to set her free. And he loved her so much. Guys, that's bullshit. Sorry, but if you love someone, you're gonna freaking stay with them and you're gonna fight it through. End of story. I don't know. Like, that drives me crazy when people are like, if you love them, set them free. I guess if they want to be set free, but obviously don't keep someone in a relationship who doesn't want to be kept in a relationship. But you guys, like, I've been in a relationship for 9 years. If I just was like, oh, well, I think he'd be happier without me, we would have broken up at like 30 days. Like, of course, someone can be happy not with you. That's just the facts. Like, he should have had that conversation with her, said, hey, this is really how I'm feeling. Do you think you want to be on your own? Do you think that you need to finish out your sentence and then be by yourself? And is that what you want? Do you think that is good for you? Because I'm feeling like that's what you need. There should have been a conversation instead of him pussying out, breaking up with her for no explanation. And then a couple years later, when she's married, he comes flying back and saying, oh, well, yeah, I only broke up with you because people told me I should. Nah, sorry, call bullshit. I might get a lot of hate on this video because I think people like Ken, but I really don't, if you can't tell. All of his body movements while he was doing that interview were so shady. And you could tell he was nervous. And yes, of course, some people are nervous on camera. I get it. But everything he was saying, he was talking out of his butt. He's just not genuine. And I can read people very well. God. Sorry, someone keeps texting me. It's annoying. I don't know, guys. I don't see it going anywhere. Obviously, it's going to go somewhere because she's pregnant. Supposedly with his baby. That's a whole nother thing because I'm going to do a little short video on that. Okay, I'm done venting about Ken because he riles me up and it drives me insane. So I could go on for hours. But thanks for watching this video. If you're here again because of the old Gypsy Rose video I posted, thanks for showing up again. I obviously post Gypsy Rose. I've been obsessed with the case since I was out of high school. I was out of high school, but since it happened, I was a psych major, so we learned about it in psychology because it was going on at the time. It's just a fascinating case to me. My dad worked, my dad worked in CPS when I was younger, so I kind of have a close heart to it. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. If you guys are here new, subscribe. We do more on Gypsy Rose. Like I said, I'm going to do another short video on her pregnancy and all of that kind of stuff. Keep an update on that. I also I'm watching a lot of new shows, so I want to do a couple on that. I just watched Criminal Minds. Just caught up on Criminal Minds. Episode 7, because that's all that's out so far. Comment shows that I should watch, because I am officially out of shows right now. So comment if you have any shows. Dance Moms is supposedly coming back. That's one that I've watched since season 1. But if you guys have any other shows that I should watch, or any other topics that you guys would like me to talk about, comment. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, that was lame. Bye!